Can you guess what we're gonna be doing today? We're gonna be running water lines and hopefully hooking up drain lines to the already rough-in drain lines that we had done before we did the concrete slab. So we have lots of work to get done. And if you wanna guess how much plumbing work we've done before, it's pretty much none. We even installed like 2 toilets before, I think, but other than that, we haven't run any drain lines or anything. So this should be pretty interesting. Come along and we'll see if we can plumb this house. All right, so this morning we ran the hot and cold water lines, like the big main lines, so the 3/4 inch lines. And we were gonna go on and start branching off with our 1/2 inch lines, but we did not have the correct connectors. I needed some more little T adapters. So I went and grabbed those from the store, and we are gonna work on connecting these pipes to the smaller drain lines, and then a lot of our rough-in plumbing will be done. So we are working on where we're going to mount the box for the washing machine plumbing. And so we are just cut our very first, we haven't crimped this yet. We just cut the very first piece of PEX for the cold water line. We put in our little T here, and we are gonna get ready to crimp this. So when you're working with PEX and water lines, the 2 main things you need is a pair of cutters, and you're gonna need some type of crimping tool so that you can crimp these clamps to hold this on.
I guess.
All right, so this is where our next T is gonna go for. So we're just gonna put the cutters there and you just squeeze them. Okay, I'm gonna separate them. And then before you put the little T in, you wanna go in and put your rings on. So I'm putting a ring on each side here.
I think you need to cut that out right there.
And then here's the T. So these are 3/4 inch, and then this is going to a 1/2 inch. So we put the 3/4 inch on this side, and 3/4 inch on this side. And then we'll take the crimping tool and just crimp those.
14 and a half.
It's gonna go to here. No, it doesn't, it says leave a little extra down there at the end.
When that's Kurt gonna call about the water heater?
I don't know, I wanted to call today, but I need to
Talk to Cindy.
well, call. I think they're probably there at 5. So our water lines came in 20-foot sections. So if you look right here, we have 2 sections that meet. So we have to put a piece in there to join the 2 sections. Same thing with the hot water line. And we are doing all of our 3/4 inch crimping first, and then we'll come back and because we have to swap out this little piece, and then we'll come back and do our 1/2 inch. So this was just a straight fitting to join those 2, and then I'm gonna crimp these. By code, we have to have a water faucet on the front side and the back side of the house. So for this one, we had to run it all the way through the ceiling joist because all of our plumbing is on that back wall. All right, something else we started doing was putting in some shutoff valves. So if there is like a leak in the bathroom and something we need to fix, then this will be under the sink. And so we'll have like a little door here where we will be able to access these shutoff valves that will shut off all of the water to the bathroom here. And then we will put more in so we can cut off the water at the kitchen sink, and then we'll have shut-off valves at the main water line. All right, this is going to be, we started putting together the water line for the toilet. Code says you have to have a flushing toilet. So here's the water line for the, we haven't put it all together yet, but that's for the toilet. And then over here we'll go to the shower faucets.
How long?
But we're not gonna be ready to put that on right now because you wanted to wait and get the siding on first.
That's true.
So you know exactly how much to.
So we just need to run a piece of pipe out. So what we're getting ready to do is to put down the toilet flange into the, we're going to connect it to the 4-inch drain pipe that's already there. And the first thing you do is make sure that the middle, you want it at either 10, 12, or 14 inches. And so by the time we put the sheetrock up here, ours will be right at 12 inches. And then, which not really like we could change that now since the concrete's already poured. And now we are ready to cut this flush with the floor and get the flange installed. So this is just a Milwaukee Sawzall we're gonna use for this, and we have been going through some tools since we've been working on this house. A lot of our tools are either hand-me-downs. We don't have many things that are new. I'm looking for a model number, but I don't see one on it.
So leave a comment to take a guess at how old you think this saw is, because
Sawzall.
all of ours, even our drills, we just had to buy a replacement drill because our impact drill started dying on us. And how old was that?
At least 17 years.
Yeah, so we had to get another one of those. Put it on the inside. Side. So now you have to shake up the cement part. You want this to dry. Force it down in there. You want to make sure you're lined up where your bolts are going to end up on the toilet. So they slide in at this point and slide around. So you use the square and a speed square to help you line it up so that you know where.
Different.
So probably the last piece of plumbing we have to get done is to take these main water lines and to run them up for our shower controls and our shower head. So that's what I'm going to get started on right now. Here is the last of our plumbing, which was running the cold and hot lines up to the control for the shower and then running them up to where the shower head will connect. The only thing we have left to do for plumbing is to run the vent pipe through the roof, and then all of our rough-in plumbing is done and it's ready for inspection. Well, thanks so much for joining us at Cram Farms. I'm kind of excited to have this plumbing roughed in and pretty much hooked up. We have to do a pressure test on it and it's got to be inspected, but hopefully everything should be okay with it. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already. We're still trying to grow our channel. Share it with others that you think might be interested as well. We really, really appreciate your support. And then we'll see you on the next video.